Democrat presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke says the United States of America is a racist country, racist to its core. Listen.
And I use the example of El Paso because despite my obvious pride in the role that our community plays in the civil rights history of America, despite what I think we represent to this country and to the rest of the world about the genius of America, being able to integrate people who come from everywhere and call this country home, trying to do better for themselves and their kids, but also seeking to do better for all of us. We are still connected to the rest of this country. As Dr. King reminded us, each of us is caught in an inextricable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. This country, though we may not be in El Paso, Texas, is still racist at its foundation, at its core, and throughout this system.
So here's my response to Beto O'Rourke. Have there been racist people in our nation before? Yes. Are there racist people in our nation now? Of course. Will there always be racist people in our nation? Probably. Because racism is a sin, and every person on God's green earth is a sinner. But is the United States of America fundamentally racist? Absolutely not. In fact, America is fundamentally anti-racist, and here's why. What other country on earth in its infancy fought a civil war to abolish slavery? What other nation recognized the sin of slavery and the racial discrimination begot of slavery, and so codified into law civil rights like liberty and justice and equality for all? What other multicultural nation except the United States has not devolved into tribal conflict but embraces the melting pot that we are? E pluribus unum, out of many, one. The racism and the history of slavery and the civil rights violations and the failure to properly implement equality in the United States, that is not because American government is fundamentally racist to its core. That's because the American government is made up of humans. And that's the human condition. That is sin. But despite being sinful men, the founding fathers of our nation created the Declaration of Independence and then the Constitution, the structure of our government that acknowledges the God-given inherent rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness no matter what color skin you have, or what gender you are, or what God you worship. And it's thanks to the sinful men who had the grace to recognize their sin to create a document that structured a government that protects more people against the harms of sin than any other government in the history of the world. And that is the most anti-racist thing a country has ever done. There will always be individual people who are racist, no matter where you live, just like there will always be people who are sexist. But Beto O'Rourke, if you actually care about racism, then you would stand up for the 900 black babies who are aborted every single day in the United States of America. But you don't. If you actually care about racism, you would speak out about the disproportionate rate of black men murdering other black men. But you don't. If you actually care about racism in our national dialogue, you would condemn rap culture whose lyrics degrade and demean people of color, especially women of color. But you don't. So don't lie to me and claim you care about racism and falsely demonize the entire United States as racist to push your own ridiculous political agenda, because we know that is a lie.